A quick recap on what we're doing today. I made a track, an instrumental track back in 2005, and it was just an instrumental. Let me play it for you. Put this song into Suno AI and then drum up some vocals for it. And this is exactly what Suno gave me. And I brought just the vocals back into Pro Tools. And this is what we have. Night and day, guys. So I'm going to walk you through exactly what I did, how I did it, and why I did it. Because as you can hear, when you first heard the original, it was tinny, winny, eeny, meeny, right? And then I put it into Suno, and Suno made it worse because you could hear the, let me play that section again. You hear it. Listen to how paper thin Suno made the original track. Listen, it's like wafer thin. Listen. Especially with the snake, you hear it? Like, wish. All right, so this is just this kid, so don't take it seriously. So the girls ask me, Jeannie, how do you make a kick so hard? And I go, oh, you want to see my kick so hard? I'm like, okay, baby, let me show you how I made my kick so hard. Let me learn you something. All right, so here's the kick right here, and we're going to play the kick, the first kick. All right. So if you notice, it's bland. I have it coming out of a bus there. So it's a kick aux. So it's flat. And I put the EQ on it. I took out 2 decibels of volume on the kick, on the bottom end of the kick, and then I added a little bit of top end. So here we go. So now it's knocking, right? But we're not done yet. So I layered it with this kick. I'm gonna bring it in, right? Same thing to this, with this. Same thing with this. Reduced bass. But I also have a swept mid-range at 1.2 kilohertz. And I added 2.3.5-ish of treble. So let's listen. It's sounding good. Then I have a third kick, which is not compressed or anything like that. It's just raw. So I'm going to turn that on. Let me kill that for a second. I know why. I'll tell you why later. Now, with this, remember I told you that the 2 kicks are coming out of this, the aux. So now I have a SSL compressor on it, and the solid state logic compressor. And we're going to turn that on. Ooh. It's gentle, it's subtle, not too harsh. Then I added the EQ on top of it to bring it out. Not too much. That's nice. 2 kicks. If I turn that off, that's the original. That's the added one. And that's the second kick by itself. And that's it. That's how I make the main kick fat, guys. But let's go one step further. Remember, I took out all the bottom end by 2 decibels? That's the reason why. This is why, because I have an 808 on top of it. I'm going to turn it on now. You hear that? If you can't hear it, let me turn the LA2A on, because it's very aggressive. See? Very super aggressive. The peak reduction is 72-ish, right? And the gain, whoo, that's a huge gain on it. Watch. You hear that? All right. You may need a subwoofer to hear it, but it's subtle. It's there because it adds up. Because once I add the bass and everything on top of that, you go, ooh. So let's play the entire kick section. That's how I make my kick so fat. All right. Now, the girls came back. They're like, Jeannie, Jeannie, how do you make your bass so fat? I go, oh, you want to know how I make my bass so fat? They go, yeah, Jeannie. I say, well, sit down. Then let me learn you something. They go, okay. only if. Okay, so for the bass, we have 2 bass sounds married together and smashing together. So watch this. And this is the bass right here. So we're going to play it for you. Nice. Okay. So on the bass here, I have quite a few things going on, but watch. It all makes sense. Because I'm not mixing bass by itself. I'm mixing the bass to match the kick. So I'm not doing this in isolation. I'm just soloing it so that you can hear it. And then I'll marry them together for you later, okay? But never do this, ever mix in solo. Not happening. All right, guys? So again, I'm using a lot of the LA2A because somebody told me that I never use those. I said, okay, well, I'm going to use it. But this is from UAD, by the way. This is not from, I forgot who else makes it. See, it's right here. UAD, right there. All right, let's go. So I'm going to play it now. It's off. But let me warn you in advance, it's very, very aggressive compression I did here. Listen. Turn it on. Very aggressive. And then I added the EQ to boost the 2K and the 7K. Turn it on. Hear that? Very aggressive. And then I added one more EQ to it. Of course, I did a little bit of a gain reduction. I rolled off the bass because that's not what I want just yet because I have another bass that takes that frequency. So I removed it from this part. But I added what the other one does not have. Treble. So watch. Listen. All right. And then I added a lot of compression and saturation. The drive of the saturation on this is 75%. The mix is about 92%. And then we have the gain at 25.7%. And then that old school recovery at 86%. Aging, I did not touch at 75.1. So we're going to turn it on. Ooh. I'm going to play that with the kicks, okay? Good. Now let's go to the second bass. This is where the magic really truly happens. It's incredible. So I'm going to play that by itself. Now let me show you the difference between these two plugins. So these two plugins are emulations of each other. Well, not each other, but of the original, right? So they're both emulations of the original. So if you notice, it's got the gain, you got the peak reductions here as well. Right, you can turn it on and off, and they both have presets. So on this preset, on the LE2A, well, it's called the White 2A here on the IK Multimedia, I'm using the very hard compression or compressor preset. And then on the drums, I'm using this. I forgot to mention that. So you go to drums here. Can you see on the bottom left, right here, drums, and then you choose the preset you want, and then you tweak it as you want it. But they don't sound the same. They're actually completely different plugins, even though they claim to be emulations of the original, but they're really not. Okay. So let's go to the, let's play this. I know you can hear the delay. That's because I kept it in there because it gives it a lie. It's movement. It gives it that right. And then the next one would be my EQ. Let me kill that. Which again I boosted, and then boosted the bottom end. I trimmed off the mid range a little bit, but 900K. Actually, more like 990K. I'll play it. Okay, I know you heard that. And then here's my secret weapon. Listen. A much bigger spread. So now let's layer it with the original bass. Listen. Two basses. Now let's put that on the kick. Okay. So that's how I make my bass so fat. How you like me now? All right, now let's go to the claps. Actually, since I already have the bass here, the 808, I already played that for you. This comes in the hook. Might as well turn that on now, so it doesn't really matter, because, yeah, let's turn that on. So we don't have to come back this way. All right, so now we're going to go into the claps, which are right here. Okay, so claps. The claps are a little bit easier. I have them going from these three channels, 1, 2, 3, and coming out of this, meaning it has its, well, I'll show you. Okay, now watch this. So it's just EQ. Now look at what's happening. It's off right now, but I had to add a lot of mid-range to it and sweep it really heavily. And I added a lot of top end so it could cut through the track once the vocals hit. All right, so listen. Nice. I'm going to show you something at the very end. You're going to be like, what? And then I have a layer on top of it, which is a snare. All right, so we're going to turn that on. And then this is the third one. Now, the first thing you should notice is that I have zero compression on the snare or the clap, nothing. Zero. There's no need because it's popping already. All right, but I do have my stereo maker on it, so let's play it. And I have my reverb on it. All right. And then we're going to drop the hi-hat on it. And then the second hi-hat. And then I have the cabasa. Is it swept? Mid-range? Bottom end? So it doesn't build up? But a lot of mid-range and treble. Okay, so now we got the kicks tight, snares, claps tight, hi-hat tight. So now we're going to go into one of the main heroes of the track instrumentally, and it's this one. Again, the LA2A. And my EQ. So this instrument is panned over to the left a little bit by roughly about 25%-ish, right? And I balanced it immediately with this instrument here right next to it. So listen, we just EQ on it. I'm going to take that off and just play it. Okay, and then of course there's a vocal sample that I took from, I don't remember where I got it from, but it's there. It's EQ'd, very simple EQ on that. There's not much to do to it really, except I took the bottom end out. It was too heavy. Let me push it up a little bit so you can hear it. All right. And then let's go back to the instrumentation here. All right, so we're going to add this next. It's just a reverse piano, and I made it move left to right. So it's for flavor. All right, for the intro, I have these two stacks, and they play the Egyptian song, not the Egyptian, but the Egyptian flute. And they're both here. So I play this. So there's no effect, no compression, nothing on it. And then the second one is a layer of the same thing, except it's playing a different instrument. So listen to that. Sounds like a flute, but it sounds more like a snake charmer's flute. So together. That's beautiful. And then I have a stack here that's a little bit different. All right. All right, so now let's go back to the track and let's go to the hook. The hook has a lot of things happening in it. And this is the hook. So, I forgot to mention this at the very beginning in terms of how you label your songs, your sections. See here, I got intro, I got verse, I got chorus 1, I got verse 2, chorus 2, vamp. And that's how you label your songs. Don't ever forget to label your section so that way you always know exactly where you are, okay? All right. I wanted to mention that at the very beginning, but I forgot. Sorry about that. Okay, so now let's go to the hook, and then we're bringing the vocals. So this is the hook. First, let's bring this in, which is the roll. Listen. Oh, mess your head, watch. Nice. And then we have the cymbal. Very good. And then we have this section here. Right? And then we have another Arab one here happening. But it's very subtle. Now for this flute, I had to add a delay. Again, people accuse me of never using Waves plugins. Well, so I used one. So what? Here we go. Delay. There's this section here that's really, really interesting to me, and I think you guys will love it. All right, so for the strings, I have 3 sections. The first section, the low end bass, the low end string is heavily EQ'd at 8 decibels on the treble. So let me play that for you now. And it's layered. So it's to the left. And then the high is to the right. beautiful drop off on the drop off, and then you have that, and then the vocals kick in. Okay, and then there's another one I haven't played for you here, which is the percussion. I wanted to play that later, but I'll play it now. So it's this section right here. So I did not put any compression or EQ, just listen. It's coming up again right now, watch. All right, let's take the vocals now from the top, just so you can hear what, the vocals, I got to show you what I did to the vocals first, and then I'll bring it in. This is so key, because Suno AI has limitations. This is the issue with Suno AI. Unless Suno AI fixes this, it will never sound professional, ever. Because all they're doing is repeating algorithms, and it's a copy of something that already exists. So, and then of course they try to fix it with their own compressions and compressors, EQs, but it's just not happening. It's bad. When I say it's bad, it's worse than 8-bit. That's the truth. Suno AI freaking bloody sucks, right? But you can use it as a template, as a tool to finish your song and still sell it. Because the average consumer is not going to know. All right, so now watch this. And I'll show you the surgery I had to do to it. But first, I had to put a delay on it because it was too dry, right? So I put a delay on it. Hear that? And I'm going to play it again. This is without. See, stop. Don't need words. So I'll play it again. Now with it right here, watch. So I got 2 bounces on it. All right, and then I have to stack it with the compressor of the gods. And I'm compressing the crap out of it because Suno dips. And it dips, I'm talking about crazy dynamics. When it dips, it takes a long time for that dip to correct itself. So you're gonna need a bridge, something that acts really, really fast, right? To pull it back up. So the level of the vocals stay the same. All right, so I can't teach you this right now, but I'm using this compressor to work some crazy freaking bloody magic. All right, so I'm going to turn it on. But see how heavily it's working. Whoa, see the swing? Whoa, whoa. That's a workhorse. It's like, where are you? Let me fix you. And then we have the third one, which of course is the stereo maker. So I'm going to play it again. See, now the spread is even. All right, and I'm going to leave that there as well. And then I had to add, give me a second, sorry. And then I added the Moog to it. Shoot, Moog, what the hell, man? Right, so I had to add the Moog to it. Listen to it really carefully, listen. So, but when the strings come in, it just drowns the lead vocal. So guess what? I had to go into sculpture mode. So I sculpted the vocals out of that pocket. So listen. Can you hear that sizzle? Zzz. Let me play it again.
We don't need words, we already there. It's going down tonight. It's going down tonight. Hands up, girl, body right. We gon' stay up all night.
So it gives the vocals a frequency that did not exist in the song so it could stand out. That's how you cut vocals out without dipping anything or using compressors. Delay, 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 except I added this to it. This is another secret weapon of mine I had to use in this.
We don't need words, we already there. It's going down tonight.
But that happens later. So that happens here.
Come closer, let it ride. One more kiss, then we split.
I wish they had meters on these plugins so that way you can monitor your levels without having to deal with feedback and all that stuff. They need to upgrade these kinds of plugins.
Come closer, let it ride. One more kiss, then we slide.
So vocals, let's take it from the top real quickly so you can hear how it starts. So it starts this way.
You in that black dress, gold chain swinging.
Some automation
Look at me,
right here.
and your phone stay ringing. Why do that? But you found my lane. Sip on your
Okay. All right, so I'm going to bring the compressor on.
You in that black dress, gold chain swinging. One look at me, and your phone stay ringing. Why do that? But you found my lane. Sip on your lips, like a sugar rush game. I lean in close, you smile like trouble. Floor gets hot when you step through the bubble. Tell me your name, but
Guys, you see what I mean? Why you should always mix into your plugins. Because you just heard a different sound from what you hadn't heard before. Why? Because I just put that in there. So watch how different it sounds. But you're never going to have this sound if you don't put this in here. Because on the master, you'll never hear it. Let's play it again.
you in that black dress, gold chain swinging. One look at me, and your phone stay ringing. Why do that? But you found my lane. Sip on your lips, like a sugar rush game. I lean in close, you smile like trouble. Floor gets hot when you step through the bubble. Tell me your name, but I like that stare. We don't need words, we already there. It's going down tonight. It's going down tonight. Hands up, girl, body right. We gon' stay up all night. It's going down tonight. Say my name, hold on tight. We gon' you in that black dress, gold chain swinging. One look at me, and your phone stay ringing. Why do that? But you found my
You see the lines, guys? It's all very well balanced. So I'm going to introduce the mastering chain now.
you in that black dress, gold chain swinging. One look at me, and your phone stay ringing. Why do that? But you found my lane. Sip on your lips, like a sugar rush game. I lean in close.
All right, so for your mastering chain, for your mastering output, Right now it's at -20. So let's play it again. So you want to keep your eye on everything, your compressor, your saturator, your whatever plugins you're using. You got to keep your eye on every single level. And don't just look at the dials here. Trust your ears, take your headphones off, listen to your speakers, take a walk, go grab a cup of coffee, drink water, I don't care. Just get up, go do something, come back.
You in that black dress, gold chain swinging. One look at me, and your phone stay ringing. Why do that? But you found my lane, sip on your lips, like a sugar rush game.
Okay, now this is your secret weapon.
We don't need words, we already there. It's going down tonight. It's going down tonight. Hands up, girl, body right. We gon' stay up all night.
Come on, guys. This is how it's done. This is how it's done. All right, guys, I'm going to vocal you out. I'm going to play the entire song. So just stand back, chill out, listen, let the song ride.